Okay, but you didn't do nothing wrong? Okay.
They clearly thought they did something wrong.
Yes, they did.
So, yeah. Frank Ocean was supposed to make a song for Chipotle. He did not make a song for Chipotle. They paid him $212,500
to make a song.
To make a song for Chipotle.
He couldn't find time in his schedule.
They said, we're going to sue you because we want our fucking money back.
Yep.
And then he wrote them a check for $212,500. And in the memo for the check, he wrote, fuck off.
At least they got their money back.
Then he posted a picture of it on Instagram.
And nobody else is... That's hurting anybody else who really want to do business with you, too.
Yeah, I wonder what happened.
Yeah, it's something happened for him not to want to actually make it. I wonder was something said to something, because this can't be the whole story. They asked him, he says no. Like, it was some form of a confrontation that went on. It had, or a conflict, for him to just be like, fuck off. Like, they really pissed him off.
According to this, they filed a claim saying that he was supposed to do a cover of the song Pure Imagination for his viral Scarecrow ad campaign. I remember this ad during the Super Bowl. It was actually really cute, I think. Oh, no, actually, was this during the Super Bowl? I think I might have just seen this on the internet.
Okay.
But it's the one with the Scarecrow. It's really beautiful. It's like some Pixar level shit where, like, it sets up, he realizes that a lot of farms and stuff make mass-produced bad food, so then he sets up a small-town farm and sells vegetables and all this shit, and then it's like, oh, this goes into Chipotle. It's very cool. Well, he was going to sing the cover for that, and he didn't. So they sent him half of the money, and he was like, nope, not going to do it. And according to his legal team, he was deceived. He was shown a video with no Chipotle branding and told the song would be used in a campaign to promote responsible farming. They also claimed Ocean was promised final approval of the project. Ocean himself had a much more direct response, so he wrote that fuck off thing and posted it on Tumblr. I wonder if he's just like, I ain't trying to be like Mary J. Blige.
You ain't gonna be happy talking about some tasty chicken, French lettuce. Frank, why are you tap dancing up on the Chipotle counter with the cows? What? They didn't tell me this. Yeah, he was like, y'all not gonna catch me. He seen that, he was like, look, I am not doing this bullshit.
Alright, now it's time for our games. You ready? Fucking with them black. We're just fucking with black people. Today, on Fucking with Black People, we have a Minnesota lawmaker tweeting about the NBA. Apparently, farmers in Minnesota, a tweet sent by a Minnesota politician about street crime, and the NBA sparked a flurry of controversy and racism allegations on Sunday evening. Representative Pat Garofalo, a Republican from Farmington, sent a tweet shortly after 6:30 p.m. on Sunday that read, let's be honest, 70% of teams in the NBA could fold tomorrow and nobody would notice a difference with possible exception of increase in street crime.
Oh, that's a good one. He didn't think there's going to be no issues with that.
Yeah.
Oh, did the angry black folks get on them?
Black Twitter attacked. Hundreds of people, and then they studied it. Hundreds of people retweeted the message, but hundreds more criticized the statement as being racist. That may be because over 75% of the NBA players are black. Many sports fans on Twitter hasten to point out that as far as statistics on professional sporting leagues go, NFL players appear most inclined to commit crimes. In fact, NFL players were arrested more than 3 times more than NBA players were in 2010. Representative Garofalo issued the following apology on Monday. In the last 24 hours, I've had the opportunity to relearn one of life's lessons. Whenever any of us are offered opinions, it is best to refer to people as individuals as opposed to groups. Last night, I publicly commented on the NBA and I sincerely apologize to those who are unfairly categorized. The NBA has many examples of players and owners who are role models for our communities and for our country. Those individuals did not deserve that criticism and I apologize. In addition, It was brought to my attention that I was mistaken and the NBA policy on drug enforcement is stronger than I previously believed. Again, I offer my sincere apologies for my comments. Man, can't believe you didn't double down. Actually, a little disappointed.
I am too. I'm still amazed that you are lawmakers that didn't realize that you can't make sweet mistakes like this.
The Republican Party of Minnesota appears to be standing by Garofalo. Chris Fields, the secretary for the party, told the Fox 9 News. I think that he's talking about what he's talking about is sports culture. By the way, you gotta love anybody when you start trying to defend somebody that says something racist and stupid, and you have to do that thing where you go, I think what he's really trying to say, because you know what he said. Like, no, just say what he really fucking said. He said what he said, defend that. Well, I think what he's really trying to say is that,
these Negroes out here could disappear and nobody would care.
I think what he's trying to say is that sports culture is, and an indictment on that sports culture, many of these players don't have the maturity to handle the pressure that come along with that. That's not what he's trying to say. Why are you lying, sir? Why are you lying? Meanwhile, DFL Chair Ken Martin took all Garofalo's remarks incredibly racist, yet not surprising given the messenger. Martin also released a statement on Monday that mentioned the tweet, which read in part, last year the Republican National Party promised the American people it would rebrand and become more welcoming. Apparently, Minnesota GOP didn't get that memo. This weekend, they again denied endorsement to a sitting legislator because she stood on the right side of history and voted for the support of marriage equality. And yesterday, Representative Pat Garofalo, a Republican legislator from Farmington, sent a racist tweet. Wow. So yeah, man. I would give this guy 75. Yeah. Pull back in the last minute. So, he got called out. So, let's go ahead and just do a 75. And, we'll get to, the next one. The next story. It's time to play our other game, guys. Hope you guys are ready. Turn on the volume. Now that it's time for some Guess the Race. That's right, it's Guess the Race time. And now that it's time for some Guess the Race. That's right, it's Guess the Race time. That's right, it's time for Guess the Race, the number one game show cropping off podcast land. We play and read news articles from all over the globe, and we ask our guests today, the chat room, to guess the race. Here we go, guys. Apparently a teacher, what if we already, did we cover the teacher who said he was trying to fix his pants but got caught masturbating?
I don't think we did.
Okay, I can't remember if we covered this guy or not, so.
Michael Lukey didn't want to show his face after he bonded out of Stanford court this afternoon. He also had nothing to say about the allegations that he committed a lewd act while substituting at West Hill High School.
The nature of the allegations are disturbing in that it was during school hours.
Police say they arrested Lukey yesterday after a paraeducator found the 72-year-old performing a sexual act in the hallway at the high school. Police say surveillance video from inside the school shows Lukey being inappropriate not once, but twice during the early morning school hours, and at times students walked by. Parents like Katina Williams say they're disgusted.
Sick to my stomach. And, really sick to my stomach. That's just, like I said, I hope, he gets the help and that he really needs.
In court documents, it says Lukey told police he was fixing his pants because he doesn't wear a belt and the clip on his khakis was broken. Lukey was released on a $10,000 bond with a number of conditions. He'll wear a GPS monitoring bracelet and be under house arrest. A judge also ordered that Lukey have no contact with minors, stay away from schools, and undergo a mental health evaluation. Lukey was also a substitute in the Greenwich school system. We're told he will no longer be substituting there. In Stanford, Amanda Rouse, NBC Connecticut News.
All right, guys. So he was old. Yeah, he was 72 years old. I'm surprised he can still get it up. Yes. Maybe something for priapism. Michael Lukey of Stanford. Guess the race, guys. Whiter than baby batter that he was trying to shoot while having a personal moment in that class.
Oh my.
The Yellow King was based on him white khakis with no belt, cheese eater. Thank the monkey, but ain't that a monkey that stops to show white. He wasn't masturbating. See, what he really meant to do, white. The color of his skin, sure. One who thinks he can leap a building in a single bound because of his white privilege. That's got old dirty white man written all over it, says Monkey Blood. Creepy old white dude. Herbert from Family Guy got his dream job.
Oh my.
Mr. McFeely, Cotton Docker's white, and he made the 72 white. The correct answer is white.
Yeah. Okay, they gotta get that right.
Everybody got that right. Good job, everybody. Let's go to the next story and see what you guys get here. Here's a story about a postal worker who apparently was stealing from the mail. You know, which honestly I'm a little surprised shit like this doesn't happen more often. Like sometimes, like you ever like have a package that's just late and you just go like, oh, I bet you go for the store.
Well, police busted Delaware County postal worker for allegedly ripping off people on her route. And that's not all. Fox 29's Dave Schrackmeiser live in Clifton Heights tonight. So, Dave, how did police catch this woman?
A sting operation, Ian. This is the second postal worker here at the Clifton Heights Post Office busted in the past year. This time around, it's a female carrier caught up in a sting operation by the Inspector General's office. When customers of the U.S. Postal Service in Clifton Heights drop their cards and letters in the mailbox here, they expect them to get delivered, not stolen. That's just what postal carrier Amina Medley is now accused of doing.
Very troublesome. Bothersome to me personally because I rely on the postal system. It's terrible. Terrible.
The 20-year-old Medley had a nice job delivering mail for the U.S. Postal Service. She made a good salary. She even drives a nice car. Now Medley is facing theft, receiving stolen property, and other charges for stealing mail from post office boxes across town. The Postal Service sting operation caught her red-handed with cash and gift cards.
I don't understand why people would stoop that low. They get paid pretty well here.
It just doesn't make sense. She does well enough, so I mean, I guess you never know.
A police affidavit says Medley was caught with $200 in marked money, 14 open letters in her mail satchel. She later admitted opening 15 letters and removing $320 in cash and gift cards in one day. Police found 14 more gift cards in her car, none of which makes post office customers very happy.
It's kind of disturbing.
This carrier killing.
It's not me, it's their video.
This carrier killing.
I have faith in the postal system.
Now, Medley was released on $10,000 bail. She faces a preliminary hearing next week on these misdemeanor charges. She has been suspended by the post office pending the outcome of this investigation. Live in Clifton Heights, Dave Schrackmeiser, Fox 29 News.
Thank you, Dave, and we are...
All right, so, chat room. Guess the race. What was her name? Her name something Medley. What was her first name? Amina Medley. All right, let's check the chat room, see what they believe. One whose hair was like lamb wool. One who definitely had Shanae braids in her lifetime. I'll say black. A lot of she should be grateful attitude by these white men who got interviewed. Amina Medley meddling in people's mails, now Senorita going to jail. So I guess that's Latino. Just a misdemeanor, I declare that a hunky. Celestial locust.
Oh my.
Amina sounds black. She felt entitled to other people's mail. White. Negress. One whom motherfuckers never loved. Black. One who was described as bossy, fresh, sassy, and fast as a child. I had to steal because she couldn't sue her parents for college tuition. Black. Dominican. Black folks ain't throwing away a government job, so white. Wow, people are all over the place on this one. The correct answer is black. Wow, you guys are really all over the place with that one. Let me get my volume back up. And
folks got it
so
wrong.
You got it wrong, guys.
The thing about it is that, could you imagine, A, How long has she been doing this? So could you imagine people sending like gift cards, thank you for being a customer or anything. So the cash is one thing, but even with that, you shouldn't be opening up. They're gonna charge you with federal crimes. You shouldn't be opening up people's fucking mail.
Yeah, that's crazy. She got caught too. Wow.
Especially people got insurance on that shit. I mean, I know they.
And that shit, people are waiting on cash.
People are waiting on. Yes.
You know, like this is the shit that people are like, oh man, I hope it gets it. People are like, Mom will send me $300 in cash.
Yeah, and
they never got here. I will probably report it to someone.
And it's one of those things where I guarantee you, the reports came on her routes. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we're getting all these complaints from people missing the mail, and they're all on this one route. And they probably checked everybody that might cover that route, but I'm pretty sure she was probably the main person doing that route. It was like, come on, dog.
You would be surprised she had a drug habit or something that fun. Like, this is what crazy people do. People that are desperate.
Yeah.
Bonus round. Double the point, double the race, double the point, and the race. That's right, it's the bonus round of Guess the Race, where everything's worth double the points, double the racism, people all over the place. Let's see who can win. Alright. A Florida man got pulled over. He told one officer that he was driving erratically, okay? So the police pulled him over. And they said he told the officer he was coming home and had a couple of drinks, and he said he was en route to a bar to have a few more. That's never good.
Never good.
We're pulling you over now, sir. You gonna drink some more? What the fuck? Moore told
the party just starting.
Moore told another officer he got into an argument with his wife and left for a drive. That's when you know you've been drinking. Start telling motherfuckers shit about your personal life. This bitch. Oh. I just had to go for a drive, man.
That bitch got my goddamn nerves. She been fussing at me for 3 days about cleaning the house. Don't nobody give a damn about washing them dishes, bitch.
He also told that his wife told him that he had been drinking too much, so he decided to go out and drive it off.
Oh, not walk it off, drive it off. Okay.
The glassy-eyed slurred Moore reportedly blew a .103 and a .104 on a field test for blood alcohol content, well over the state limit. He presumably managed to sleep it off before leaving custody on a $500 bond. Guess the race, Mr. Michael Moore, who apparently likes to get a little tipsy and drive it off. He thought white privilege would get him out of that ticket, says Terry.
Oh, my.
He didn't know he couldn't do that. White, said Dr. Dostak. White, says Sparger. Cack, says Cradicus. Cheesy Chester, says Leonard Brothers. Looks like other people are scared to guess. Black man takes his right to remain silent seriously. White. He was drinking the White Russians. Oversharing with the cops, he's a people taker. Ha! That showed his bossy. Yeah, that was Black Rob. That showed his bossy wife, White. One who would frequent the drug tank in Mayberry, Barney Fife's home in Casper, White. One with the complexion for protection, White. The correct answer is White. Looks like no one missed that one, so good job, everybody. Let's do, maybe we do one more, guys.
One more?
Let's do one more.
In case you missed one, this is a good chance to get back into the game.
Yeah. Here we go. This one's out of Houston. An 18-year-old is facing charges after investigators say he set his mother's clothes on fire at an apartment in Northwest Harris County Saturday morning.
What?
Yep. Burned his mama's clothes up. Investigators with the Harris County Fire Marshal Office say the damage was minor at the complex. They also believe the fire was intentionally set. Our investigators found that 18-year-old John Carter was angry at his mother because she would not give him money so he could buy marijuana. So he started setting her clothes on fire. Wow.
Waity.
Maybe the was still some smoke in the clothes. Maybe. So I can get high off your shirt laundry.
I can roll this up and smoke it?
Carter was arrested and charged with arson and booked into the Harris County Jail. He's out on $30,000 bond. Where'd he get that money from, but not enough to buy weed?
Ain't that the truth?
That's amazing. Well, guess the race, because that's the whole part of the article. John Carter, dude tried to burn his mama's clothes up because she wouldn't help him buy some weed. One who calls his mother by her first name, says Little Brothers. Disrespecting his mama like that? White, says Terry. Either Beavis or Butthead, says Chuck Spears. Grape soda drinker, says Redbone Sonya. Pale face, says Craticus. Burning clothes is black, but bitching at your parents is so white, I'm going with white. Wasn't beat to death after this hunky. He also sued her for not paying his tuition. Oh, that is good. The correct answer is black.
He was black. I'm looking at the picture going,